All right, we are live, but I just want to make sure that we are actually streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Let's see. You guys see that we're live?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So we are live right now with WWE Hall of Famer Devon Dudley. What is it, 28,000 time tag champ?
Kind of like 24 time. But
Nice.
there's actually one that we don't mention a little bit. It was one of the ones in Japan. It was called Hustle because Hustle was kind of trying to be like a modern day WWE type of version because in Japan they take their wrestling very seriously. So to have a organization like Hustle try to do all the gimmicky stuff, it was kind of like ooh. And so we won the titles there, but that's like the one that it's very hidden. Like we only bring up 24 because the number sounds impressive. So
There you go. All right, so we are live and we are taken in order. So if you guys do want to get an item for Devon to sign for you, just head over to bcbreaks.com. We do have some items available, still available. And then you also get a link to join us live to be able to chat with him for a couple minutes or so while he signs your item. That is bcbreaks.com. We have photos, figures, some toy tables that we had some requests for. So, yep, check it out, bcbreaks.com. And we can go ahead and get started with our first guest.
yes, bring them on.
So, our first guest will be Matt. But before I do that, let me just adjust the arrangement here. There we go. All right, so let's get Matt on.
Hey, how's it going, Devon?
Hey Matt, man, how you doing? How's everything going?
Good. You
Good.
still talk with Spike at all?
We talk, yeah. I mean, not as often as we would like to. He has a life, I have a life. We're both busy with kids and things like that. So it's one of those things where it's not done on purpose, where we don't speak once a week, but we do still speak. And when we do, we have a couple of beers, especially if I'm in town or he's in town, and we sit back and reminisce about the good old days.
Is he still over at Mass Mutual?
That I'm not sure. I do know it was some type of insurance. I'm not sure which one it is, but I mean he could be. I'm not sure though.
So I know that you're working with the WWE right now.
Right, as a
Now, when it
producer.
comes to the Hall of Fame, one thing that I don't really understand yet, you and Bubba are in there, Edge is in there, I believe Christian is in there.
Hmm.
Why are they taking so long with the Hardys?
Well, the Hardys are still active.
That's the reason
Um,
why they're still not in there.
well, I mean, I don't know the actual reasoning for it, but for the most part, you have to be somewhat retired, I guess. Not fully active still. The Hardys are still fully active. So I'm sure when the day comes when they're pretty much done, we'll be able to get them into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right, so
Um,
Matt got the let's see, he got the old school Dudley photo,
Yep.
and so Matt, you wanted it inscribed Devon get I'm sorry, you wanted it inscribed get the tables, right?
yes,
Okay.
All right. Hold on. Let me do this for you real quick. To Matt, right?
yes.
To Matt.
I've been to one pay-per-view before, and that's it. And it was my birthday back in 2015.
Oh, okay. Well, happy
It
belated
was
birthday.
it was TLC in Boston, and you guys were just starting to make your return. and that's the first time I ever smelled wood table burning. It was you, Bubba, and Dreamer, and you guys were facing someone else in a table match, and you guys lit the whole table on fire.
Well, we had a habit of doing that, I can tell you that. But, like I said, it was fun times, and, very happy to entertain, the people along the way over the years. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
So I mean, like, what was your favorite gimmick?
Devon
Did you
Dudley?
like the original Devon, or did you like the Reverend Devon, or?
I love the Reverend Devon. The Reverend Devon didn't get its just due. When you think about it. By the way, Matt, here you go. As you can see,
Nice.
to Matt, best wishes, Devon Dudley. Get the tables, testify. Matt, get
Thank
the
you.
tables. You're welcome, my friend. The Reverend Devon, I just felt that certain powers to be didn't like the gimmick. Vince loved it at first, and there was a lot of success with Reverend Devon, even though it didn't last that long. It only lasted 6 months. But you got to think about it. Me and Mr. McMahon did phenomenal backstage promos. That was one, and number two, look at all the people that I worked up against, and I actually beat Randy Orton, John Cena, Val Venus, Rikishi. And the biggest one of Batista was one, and the biggest one of them all was Triple H.
Yeah, what was it like working with Batista? Because basically that was Batista's beginning. Was the Reverend Devon gimmick? That was the beginning of Batista in the WWE.
Yeah, he was young, and it was basically helping him and guiding him. And I always like to say, when he was with me, it was kindergarten, elementary school, junior high, and high school. That was my teachings for him. Then by the time we got to Evolution, well, that was college. Now you got Ric Flair and Triple H, the best in the game. And so, with those guys taking him to the next level, I took him as far as I could. Ric Flair and Hunter took him to the next level.
Yeah, good talking with you, Devon.
All right, you too, Matt. Enjoy.
Thanks again, Bruno.
Thank you.
Thanks, Matt. All right. Coming up next, we've got, what do we got? We got Tony.
All right.
Hey, Tony.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
How you doing today?
How you doing?
Not too bad.
Dream still. That's
nice.
It, man. That's it.
Yo, when you started wrestling, was your ideal hardcore at first, or did you just start off at the regular match, like regular style?
No. To me, I fell in love with WWF when I grew up, and was a huge Hulk Hogan fan and loved it. And it was one of those things where ECW, that type of wrestling, was nowhere near in existence at that time. The closest thing we ever had to it, I think, was the Bushwhackers when they were sheep herders, and they were going around freaking doing what we were doing. Of course, that style of wrestling was still in Japan and hadn't reached the USA yet. It was only reached here when Terry Funk and Cactus Jack went over there, and they brought it over here and brought it to ECW. So that's how hardcore wrestling basically got on the map. So me, I would say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and train. That was me, because that's exactly what I wanted to do. I was a kid during the Hogan and Andre era, and a huge Hulkamaniac, like I said, and that's what I wanted to do. So ECW, when I first saw it, scared me to death. I didn't want to do that. I wasn't used to getting hit with tables and barbed wires and all of that crap. So I learned as I got into the company. And once I learned, the rest was history.
That leads to my next question. When was the first time you went through a table, and were you laying down or were you the one jumping? Because I've done it both ways back in the day when I was younger, but were you laying down on the table? What were your thoughts? You were like, fuck, I got to go through a table today. Whose idea was this,
No, nothing at all. It was my job. I had to do it. If I can remember, it might have been Sabu and RVD that did it in ECW. And so But no, there was no fear. I mean, once I got over the initial, being in ECW, getting hit with a chair, the barbed wire bat by the, late, good friend of mine, Axel Rodden. And then, of course, when you get hit in the head with a chair by Balls Mahoney, if you can get hit with him and still, be able to talk about it, then you're good. Then all the fear that you might have had being in that company is gone. And so, with that being said, there was really no fear. There was nothing there to stop me from wanting to do what I wanted to do, and that was to become, somebody to be recognized in the ECW at the time, and to help, Bubba, become one half of the greatest tag team in the history of this business. Because remember, when we first came in, we were looked at as a joke. We weren't for real, and we took it to that next level. Thank God for the other Dudleys that started before us and paved the way, but we took it to the next level.
So I didn't even know there was other Dudleys.
Oh, there's about 9 of us total altogether.
Damn. So who came up with you guys being a tag team? Whose idea was that? That's a question for my friend PJ.
Paul Heyman. He had an idea. Johnny Rods was my teacher back in Brooklyn at Gleason's gym. Johnny also trained Taz, Tommy Dreamer, Big Dudley. He also trained Mondo Clean. That was in the WWE when the first Monday Night Raw came out. He also helped train SD Special Delivery Jones and the great one, Roddy Piper, which if you read his book, he puts over Johnny huge as really guiding him in his career. So he called Johnny Rods. I believe Dreamer called Johnny and said, "Hey, we're looking for a Rastafarian Dudley." And at the time, my hair was already leaving the top. So I was like, well, I can't grow dreads, but, I can be probably what you want me to be. And Johnny made the phone call. I had to try out, and the rest was history.
Damn.
All right, so Tony got he's got one of these Sunday Night Heat figures. I believe there might be a poster on there with his name on it, Tony Cucina.
There's a poster?
No, it's a figure.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Yep.
What was the highest you've jumped from or fell from? 20 feet?
25 feet with Jeff Hardy, which I'll never do again.
My first time jumping off a ladder, it was like 10 feet. We had a few feet of snow in the back, and my friend put on a Misfits song. First time listening to Misfits, I did my first backflip off a 10-foot ladder. It was crazy.
Now, Tony, I got to ask a question. I mean, apparently I got paid for doing it. Why the hell did you do it?
I've always been into flipping and stuff. I've done a 20-foot house. I've done 80-foot cliffs, all kinds of crazy shit I've jumped off. I've even done skydiving. Funny thing is, I'm afraid of heights. I just love that excitement.
Well, I can tell you what, I'm afraid of heights, and the only reason why I did it is because I got paid.
Oh, yeah. It's weird how I'm afraid of heights.
Tony,
nice.
Here you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You
Tony.
have a good day.
Thanks,
man.
Sir. You take care.
Peace.
All right. Cool.
I'm liking
what
this
do we
stuff.
got?
This is fun. You get
I'm
to
glad.
interact and everything.
Yeah, that's the beauty about it.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we've got Chris coming up next. What's up, Chris?
Hey, D-Bone, what's going on, man?
Good, man. How you doing, Chris? How's everything?
Not too bad. A nice, beautiful fall day here.
My man.
That last guy that was on, I actually did some backyard stuff with him too. But you guys in the ECW era were like a huge inspiration for us. We did a lot of backyard stuff that I would never do now.
Listen, do me a favor. Don't say that out too loud. We got people still trying to sue us from what the kids were doing back then watching us.
Yeah, no, our parents were surprisingly okay with it up to a certain point, but yeah, you guys were a huge inspiration to us and put a lot of smiles on our faces and it was a lot of fun times.
Well, thank
what would you think?
So
who would you say was like the most fun person you worked with? Like easygoing.
I mean, to me, I'm going to say it was probably, the Hardys, Edge, and Christian. I mean,
Yeah.
again, very easy. I think singles competition wise was Funaki.
Oh yeah.
Funaki was great. I love Funaki. I think, they usually said that if you had a bad match with Ricky Steamboat, hold on one second. See, if you had a bad match with Ricky Steamboat, then you weren't that good. And I got to say the same thing with Funaki. Funaki was a pleasure to work with. He was a smaller guy. You could do a lot of things with Funaki, but Funaki wasn't difficult to do business with at all. He was really
he was
good.
always great to watch.
Yeah, he really was fun. And, the whole, when he would do the promos and indeed, and his mouth was still moving and all that, it was great. But in the ring, very, very fun to work with. Again, really, really had a good time with him. Like I said, the Hardys, Edge, and Christian, Too Cool was good. I had a great time with them. Very, very, funny being in the ring with Rikishi. Loved it.
I could imagine,
Loved it. He always had fun and innovative, funny moves and things to do. That was one. And then number two, I think I'm going to have to say APA. Because we would be out drinking at the bar and stuff like that the night before and go in the ring and start talking about all our crazy stuff in the ring, which you guys didn't even notice that we were doing.
No. All great tag teams you just mentioned there, and then you guys are definitely on top. Is there a chance we'll see you go for that 25th tag team reign?
No, I'm good. I'm done, man. Bubba and I had a great run, and I would have loved to have done it again. In 2016, but Bubba had, other plans. He wanted to go singles. WWE did not want that, and they wanted us together. So Bubba decided to, go his own separate ways, which is fine. No disrespect to Bubba. We had a good run. Everything ends. Everything happens for a reason. All good things come to an end. So, I wished him nothing but the best. And, it was just time to do what we had to do and go on and move on. But now, if I do get back in the ring, it's going to be with my sons. They're very, very close to making a mark for themselves. And if there was a storyline permitted for me to go back in the ring, it would be with them.
That's cool. Look forward to see them.
Yes.
Speaking of Bubba's singles run, when he returned at the Rumble years ago, it might have been 2016. And he was like entrant number 3, and R-Truth was in the ring, and they kind of paid a little bit of an homage to you. What'd you think of that?
Well, as soon as it was over, I called R-Truth and go, don't ever be me again. I said, not only did you forget my dance, but you forgot just about everything that I do in the ring. He started laughing.
That's R-Truth for you.
Yeah, he started laughing. But no, I thought it was a good thing, and again. That January of I believe it was 2015 in Philadelphia when they did that Royal Rumble, it was kind of a test in a sense to see where the Dudley boys were. Because remember, we had been gone for 10 years. So it was one of those things where we had to see where we lied with the new WWE fans, and it actually did well. And the great thing about it was I wasn't even there. And when Bubba was getting beat down, there was a huge chant for Devon. So it was great. I didn't even have to be there, and they were chanting my name.
Yeah, you guys were definitely missed for sure.
Yep. All right, that one. Yes. So hold that up again.
It's a Hall of Fame one.
Yep. And you want me to sign it too, Chris?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I go to a lot of like local wrestling shows around here, and they always bring in like people that have been around for a long time. Like I've met Jerry the King and the Hardys. You guys ever do anything like that, or think about doing anything like that?
Well, right now with COVID, it's very hard, and so we have to kind of pick our battles with that and see what happens as time goes on. But I don't see us, not doing it. Although Bubba and I, we do things separately now, again, because, the run was a good run and it's time to just move on.
Yeah.
So, that's what we, have been, wanting to do for a long time. So, but for the most part, though, you know, I don't see why we wouldn't do it. You know, so it's all good in terms of that. There
That'd
you
be
go,
cool.
my
I hope to
man.
see you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope to see you
You
around
got
here.
it. Oh, we'll be there when all of this stuff is said and done. We'll definitely be over there by you guys.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
Thank you, Chris. Bye bye. Well, I can't hear you. Hello? Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you now.
All right. Let's see. We got a couple questions here in the comments if you wanted to answer these real quick.
Sure.
Let's see. We got Mark asking if you could tag team with anyone current, who would it be?
I mean, of course. Well, let me put it to you this way: if I could do a 6-man, it would definitely either be the Usos or the New Day. Would love to do that, and I think in a single, well, not a singles, but in like a tag, just 2 guys together, myself and someone else. I'm gonna have to say Cesaro.
Nice.
Cesaro. I've worked with Cesaro many times as a producer. I believe that I've only been in the ring working with him maybe once or twice, and was very, very impressed by Cesaro. Not only, what he does in the ring in terms of his strength and the things that man can do, but just him in the ring in general. I think he is a true technician. I think he's a very smart man when it comes to the business, and I would love to tag with him.
Very cool. New Day would be pretty funny.
Absolutely. You add the Reverend Devon with New Day, I think you can only get entertaining matches.
All right, let's see what else we got. Another quick one before we move on to the next guest. Jake is asking, do you have any Sean O'Hare stories?
Ooh, no, not really. I mean, at the time when Sean was in WWE, when he came in from WCW, I do remember him and Chuck, coming in and being tested right away. Just for the simple fact that there was real rivalry, believe it or not, between WCW and the WWE, and it wasn't even the talent that caused that rift. It was the powers to be. I think it was, because they were both fighting for being the best company around or what have you, and trying to run each other out of business. But I think that was built up because of that, and for that, I do remember those two coming in and really, really having a rough time with the locker room. But they never complained. They never complained. They always came to work and ready to do their job and things of that nature. He was great to hang out with. He was, after the shows were over and at the hotel bar downstairs, he was great to hang out with, great to talk to. He's really missed and, sad, but, it is what it is. And so many greats we've lost over the years that we reminisce about and think about, but at the same token, we just enjoy the memories that we do have with them.
Awesome. All right, so let's bring on the next guest. We've got Matt coming up. This is another Matt.
A lot of Matt.
C.
A lot of Matt.
What's up, Matt?
Hello, guys.
Matt, how you doing, buddy?
Good, Devon.
Good, my
I was
friend. What's
wondering,
going on?
I met Bubba Ray in February, and he was saying that he burned his Aces and Eights vest. And I just wanted to know what you did with yours.
I'm sorry, he said he would what?
He said that he burned his Aces and Eights vest. I brought like a photo of you guys from the Aces and Eights for him to sign. He said that he burned his vest. Yeah, and I was curious to know, like, do you still have yours? Did you auction it off, or?
No, I didn't auction it off. I still have it in my closet. And the funny thing about it was, and I hate to tell on them the way I'm going to tell on them, but TNA basically went online back, I think it might have been in 2013 or 14, whenever it was, about that time, 14, and said that they had my vest and actually put it up on auction. So some poor guy thinks he has my original Sergeants of Arms vest and paid a boatload of money, I bet, to TNA. And if that's the case, well, they better call Dixie and get their money back, because that's not the vest. I have the vest. They should have came to me. I'd have been more than happy to sell it to them.
Wow. Do you remember anything about the reaction you got the day you and Bubba put Dixie through a table in New York?
It was pandemonium. I mean, was it the Manhattan Center? I think it was. They went crazy. I had left the company by the time all of that heat was built up on Dixie. I left the company. I was very unhappy. I wasn't happy on how things were done behind the scenes, but not only with myself, but just the company as a whole and where they were going. So I was not there for a lot of it. But so when I did come back, when they called me to come back to do that stint, I realized that Dixie was not liked at all. And I don't think it was because of a character she was trying to play. People legitimately did not like Dixie. And I think they were angry at the direction of where the company was going and blamed Dixie for it. And I think Dixie also put herself on TV way too much to the point where it just didn't sit right with the people. And, listen, everybody would love to be Stephanie McMahon coming into the business and having that much heat generated and blah, blah, blah. But I think she thought she was Stephanie McMahon and she wasn't. And the kind of heat she got, I think it was totally different. So when we did have the opportunity to bring me back and to do that with Bubba, I think when she went through the table, I think they were extremely happy, not in a wrestling way, but they were hoping she wasn't coming back.
Right.
All right. Can't hear you again. The thing is out.
My bad.
There you go.
Hall of Fame photo.
Yep. All right.
And he also wants it inscribed to Matt, "Oh, my brother, testify."
Oh, my brother, testify. Yes, indeed, to Matt. Hold on one second. To Matt. All right, Matt. Here you go.
All right.
To
Thank
Matt,
you.
best wishes. Oh, my brother, testify.
Thanks, guys.
My man. Matt, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for coming on, and look forward to meeting you one day. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, bro.
All right. Just real quick, Justin Q. I see that you're wait. Okay, there we go. Got the camera on. All right, we're gonna bring Justin on.
Sure.
Hey, Justin.
What's going
Justin,
on?
what's
Devon?
going on?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
So before
It's
sorry, Justin, just before you start
Go ahead, man.
chatting. Sorry, before you start chatting, let me just let Devon know what you got, so at least he's prepared. This way.
Hold on. Was that the NWO I heard coming up on your?
That was, you know what?
NWO.
And look who's calling me. It's my beautiful wife. So, just so you're aware, he's getting the old school Dudleys, and he's getting four of those. And then I'll give you your time, Justin. Sorry to intervene.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
okay.
No, you're good. Yeah, I got a group of guys. We actually have a good group chat every week. We talk about either old school, new school, anything that's going on. We hit each other up about the WWE Network, and we try to talk about what's going on. So when I said, "Hey guys, guess what? I got an opportunity to talk to Devon Dudley," they all went, "Yo, we got to get a picture. We got to get like a signature or something." I said, "Okay, I'll look you up. No worries."
Very, very
so
good.
I got one from my buddy Garrett. He's got a question for you. His question: Favorite match of all time.
Okay. Favorite match of all time. And this is for Garrett.
Yes, sir.
Garrett. I'm going to have to say it was a TLC match. Of course, WrestleMania 17. And one of the reasons why, that was so special was just because of the fact that, here it is. Not only was it WrestleMania, but it was, the biggest show of the year. It was something that, you can't afford to mess up. You got to be on your top game. Not to mention, you got to also think about it is that we're using tables, ladders, and chairs. And anytime you add those, three things in the mix, it's extremely hard. Somebody can get hurt or what have you. And then not to mention, we were introducing a couple of people to the WWE. Well, one was already there, and that was Lita. But, of course, Rhino and Spike. So to be able to come up with storylines and combine them into that match, plus using tables, ladders, and chairs, plus building our own story, which we already had leading up to it, it was amazing. And it was just one of those things, that we were very happy that we were able to do and be successful. And no one walked out of that match, hurt really bad. We were sore the next morning, but at least we were, we were sore the next morning, but we were able to, continue to go on the next day and be on Monday Night Raw.
I was going to say, you're going to the best Monday Night Raw of all Monday Night Raws, the Raw after WrestleMania. That's got to be interesting anyway, but still. Okay, my good man Jesse, he said, how's it feel about splitting up with Bubba and going to SmackDown?
Well, Bubba and I've said this before, Bubba and I, we felt at the time we weren't ready to do that because, again, we were just finding our groove together in the WWE at the time.
Right.
And we felt that there was still more to do as the Dudleys. And so, what was his name? Am I signing these
Jesse.
Individually? Am I signing it to him?
That would be perfect, man. That'd be great because I'm sending these guys are based out of Kansas City, Wisconsin, here in Des Moines, Iowa. So I'm trying to do my best for my guys. But hey, Devon's going to answer your questions as best as possible too. So
right, absolutely. I'm sorry. What were we talking about again?
About splitting up with Bubba and going to SmackDown.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where, I didn't feel that it was time for us to do that at the time. But that's what the company wanted. We knew we had to do it. My thing was, again, and I'll say this, and a lot of the fans say the same thing, is that the Reverend Devon character was over. It was getting over. But there were certain powers to be at that time that didn't feel that way. And because if you got to think about it, Vince and I were doing great promos in the back. It was great. I was having really good matches. Randy Orton, John Cena, Batista, Val Venus, Rikishi. I mean, the list goes on. And then, of course, the main one was being in there with Triple H, which I had the most fun with in terms of being in there. And I went over on Triple H, and I remember each week I remember each week that went by, Hunter, if we were on the show together, whether it be a live event or TV, he would tell me, he was like, Devon, that was damn good, or what have you, and blah, blah, blah. And, I think if Triple H had the power that he has now, if he would have had that back then, I think you really would have saw a lot of the Reverend Devon thing really blossoming. Hunter, people say what they want to say about Hunter, but I've always had a good relationship with him. Hunter is the reason why I'm in this position now as a producer. And so I have nothing but the utmost respect for Hunter. But I also feel that
he seems like an amazing man.
And he is. I mean, you have some people that don't like him because of business decisions that were probably made at the time. But again, it's business. Business is business. And so with that being said, I had a great time with that gimmick. And so, again, I didn't feel at the time when things went down that Bubba and I should have broken up at that time. But it was helping. Sometimes you do things that you don't want to do And when you do wind up having to do it, it makes you, the individual, better, a better person, a better whatever you're doing.
Of course.
I felt that really did, and that showed me a lot. And to have people like Hunter come to me every time we're on the show to tell me, hey, I'm loving what you did with the collection plate and all of that and blah, 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 it was a boost of confidence. But again, I just feel that if he was in power at the time, like he is
I can
now,
imagine.
I could only imagine what. And if you take that young Devon, put him in NXT right now as Reverend Devon, oh my God, I can only imagine. I can
And
only
that
imagine.
NXT environment too. I can hear get the tables. I can hear all that and the energy coming from the NXT arena down in Florida. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, but my ass is too old now, so I'll leave it to the young boys.
And then I got my main man Richard. Oh baby, it's okay, honey. Well, I got my main man Richard. He's got a mix of a 2-question thing. He's like, "What's your favorite? What's your all-time favorite botch you ever did? You know, wrestling botches. It happens. You know, you're looking for a bump and you accidentally not get that bump. But then the other question is, you were in TNA, you were in ECW and WWE, you were in kind of any wrestling promotion. Out of all the 4, what was the most exciting times? You could have been in highlights of the WWF, but then you may have gone down to TNA and been, hey, this was great. But then it just depends on where you're at. So what was your favorite times out of those 4 organizations?
Well, let me go with the first question in terms of the botch. I think the most humiliating one for me had to be when me and Bubba came back to the company, and I think it was Clash of the Champions, and we were facing the New Day.
Right.
And Bubba, we went for the side slam leg drop, and it was like a little confusing for us on which side I was going to hit the rope and do it on. So finally, he turned a certain way, and as he turned a certain way, I hit the rope that I was supposed to get. For some reason, Bubba didn't go down. And so because he didn't go down, it was one of those things where it looked really bad. And I remember, the Staples Center booing the hell out of it. And, it was something. It was something. I think that was probably the biggest botch. It does happen. And, I basically knew that. And so it is what it is with that spot. But you're asking me, the second question was which company I enjoyed the most?
Yeah, he said, what was it like with ECW, WWE, and TNA out of all the groups?
Well, ECW is where we started. ECW will always be number one and dear to my heart. It was the one company that basically gave me a chance to be Devon.
Took that opportunity.
And took my opportunity. It was a company where I grew and met so many people, so many good people, some that are still with us and some that are no longer. But I learned a lot being there with ECW. And, again, I could never, ever denounce anything that I've ever done in ECW. It was a great time. It was, a bunch of rebel kids trying to become and help make those 3 letters the most powerful 3 letters in wrestling at that time. And we did what we had to do. We were truly a family. WWE, let me tell you something. ECW helped, put us on the map, but the WWE made us superstars. And, with those legendary matches of TLC, so forth and so on, we can't denounce that. Can't denounce what we did in WWE and things like that, and never would. Again, Vince made us millionaires, and very, very happy, in doing that. As far as TNA goes, in the very beginning, I'm going to say from 2005 up until about 2000, maybe 7 or 8, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. We had our own creative ability to do whatever we wanted to do within storylines, within reason. But at the same token, I enjoyed it. But then after that, it just, TNA, I just wasn't happy towards, after that 2007 or 8 mark, it just went in a total different direction. I didn't like the way they were handling me at the time. And, it was just one of those things where I grew to be very bitter for TNA, and did not want to be there anymore. The 2 times that I did come back, one was the reveal of Aces and Eights, and the other one was when we
Right.
put Dixie through the table. They pretty much had to. Well, they had to pay me a good amount of money to come back because I was actually through
Right.
with the company. I didn't want to hear anything. I would rather sit home and wait to go back home to WWE. And I've always considered WWE my home after ECW left. And if I was going to return back to an organization that I truly loved, it was going to be WWE. And so with that being said, I've got nothing bad to say about the company in general, but, you know, TNA was a holding pattern, I feel, in my heart until I was going to return back to where I rightfully belong.
Man, I love those kind of stories. That just shows, you know, your class act. You know, you're not gonna go bash against the company. You know, you do what you gotta do, especially for your family. You know, you gotta do things that aren't the unpopular decisions, but you gotta do what you gotta do to make sure you get the bread for the family. So I understand completely. Devon, man, I appreciate for the time. I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, no problem. But listen, I got Jesse, I got Richard, I got Garrett. So there's one more. Is the other one you, Justin?
One for me, my friend.
Oh, okay. So again, so it's Jesse, Richard, Garrett, and then you.
Yes,
all
sir.
righty. And again, I'll sign that one. But here we go.
Look at those.
1,
Those are beautiful.
2, and I'm gonna put your names on it. I didn't put them on yet. All right. And good. So we're all set, my man. We're all
Devon,
set, Justin.
I appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're back with the company. I love that you're behind the scenes making it work, especially with that 90s power, 90s flair, making it look all beautiful again, especially during COVID times. You know, you got to do what you got to do.
Oh, listen, I got to testify however way I can.
Testify.
Oh, my brother. Thank you, my man.
You know. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
All right, brother. I don't hear you. Got to take a minute. There you go.
All right, we've got Russell coming up. Hey, Russell, what's going on?
Hey, Bruno.
Russell, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Devon, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Hanging in there, man.
Good,
One day at a time, doing what I got to do.
That's good. I just want to first thank Bruno and Kevin from Breakers Club for having this whole event with you. I want to thank you for giving back to the fans.
Thank you. Listen, it's only fitting. It's only fitting to give back as much as you guys have given to us. You know, I am not a big fan of people that make it in the business. And, you know, you got to think about it. Before we made it into the business, we'd love to be on TV, being superstars, making that money and getting that fame. And then all of a sudden, when a lot of us do get to that level, all of a sudden we want to act like an idiot towards you guys. Well, I don't act that way. Everyone that comes on here and every person that I sign autograph-wise, I love you guys dearly. I thank you for all your support over the years. And again, I can't thank you enough.
I just have a couple questions for you today.
Sure.
I don't want to take a whole lot of time. I know there's a lot of other people that want to get on and speak with you.
Sure.
Who was the easiest tag team, to work with work-wise in the ring?
I mean, I think it's best because we had so much good chemistry. It had to be the Hardys and Edge and Christian. No question about it. I don't think that we knew that we were going to have that type of chemistry with these guys. I think it was something that just happened, when we got in there. And that sometimes is the case in pro wrestling when you are in the business. Sometimes there are people in there that you don't think you would ever click with because there's so many, different styles. And then all of a sudden you wind up clicking with them more than you do with the people that you think you would click with. So, the Hardys being the Daredevils and things like that. And, Edge and Christian, who are two guys that even though they grew up together, they still were separate in a way, although they came into the business together as the New Brood. But at the same token, I mean, I don't think that they really had that chemistry together until they got together, and then the rest was history with Edge and Christian. But again, you have those four guys that the Dudleys are now putting in that mix, and I don't think anybody saw that coming.
Also, whose idea was the whole Aces and Eights gimmick in TNA?
Oh, that was Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
That was Eric Bischoff. He was a big fan of what was the television show that came on with the bikers? God, the biker Sons of Anarchy.
Right.
He was a big fan of it, and his vision was to bring it to wrestling, and it worked. It really did work. It was great when Eric was behind the scenes writing and developing new things for the gimmick. It was great. Then TNA hired an individual that came in that took over in talent relations, and basically there was a butting of the heads and how Aces and Eights should have gone. And of course, the person that came in basically took over. And the minute that person took over, it went downhill from there. Eric, at that point, didn't have a say-so in anything anymore when it came to that gimmick. And it was so sad, because this is one of the reasons why I was so frustrated with TNA, because when they had things that were going great, it was almost like they kept shooting themselves in the foot, and it would go wrong after that. If you just let it play out and let those who know the business do it, then you'll have success. I think that if Eric would have stayed aboard, I think I still would have been there at the end before I came back to WWE. I think I would have loved to have stayed and continued to be with the Aces and Eights. But I really lost all passion for it once he left.
What was the pop like in the arena when you and Bubba returned back to WWE?
It's what they call that old Road Warrior pop. God bless Animal and Hawk, who are now working together up there in that pearly gates. It was that Road Warrior pop that every tag team or every person wants to have going out there. The respect, the level of respect that the fans had for us coming back. You have to understand, there was a new generation by the time Bubba and I came back. There was a new generation after being gone for 3 or 4 or 5 years, let alone now 10 years. So there was a lot of fans that did not know the Dudleys or did not see the Dudleys. Now, they might have, seen things on WWE Network. They might have seen things on the YouTube channel, but they really didn't have the opportunity to see us live at that point. And so when we came back in Brooklyn, in our hometown, it was only fitting that we were able to get the response that we got. And again, it was unbelievable. I remember calling home and saying, if I die tomorrow, make sure you tell them that my wrestling career was complete, because I have always felt that the fans did not really ever give us our just due in terms of appreciating the things, the blood, sweat, and tears that we put out over the years. And, that could have been just me, but we didn't really have platforms like this in the early, millennium, 2000s and all of that. And the internet was just starting to grow. So we really didn't have all of that, so the fans could reach out to us and let us know their appreciation. But that night, returning at the Barclays Center, that's all I needed to know. That was it right there. That solidified everything for me and made me go, we finally did it. We finally earned the respect that we rightfully deserved. Oh, he's a little low. Can't hear him. Are you covering the bottom part?
Yeah, so you might be covering up the speaker.
Be covering up the speaker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Just one last question. Are there any current tag teams, no matter which company it is, that you currently, really think have that it factor, that are really going to make it in the business?
Well, I think any tag team right now that's in either company or any companies, if they're there for a reason. So right now, and it's hard to say with so many things, especially in WWE, because I'm a producer now, but there's so many in the company. But again, I see so many things, so many different tag teams that come along the way. So you never know. I can only speak for WWE right now. I can't speak for any other company. Um, in terms of having that Edge and Christian, Hardy's, Dudley's type of run, it's very hard right now because a lot of times tag teams don't stay together that long anymore. And so it's really kind of hard to know if they're going to be the next big thing in the tag team realm. I think the closest thing we ever got was the Usos and the New Day because they've been together for so long. I think they've been together longer than any other tag team ever put in existence in WWE in this new era. So it's very hard to think which tag team is going to be the next Edge and Christian, Hardys and the Dudleys. But again, I think the only ones that we can say that with is the New Day and the Usos.
All right, I just want to thank you for everything that you've done. Thank you for all your time today.
Thank you for coming on, man. And again, I say it many times in countless interviews and things like that. It's because of fans like you that keep us going. It's because of fans like you that the WWE, the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, so forth and so on, are in existence. And, if there's anything that the fans need to know is that I don't take any of that lightly. I cherish you guys and love the fact that you love us as much as we love you. So thank you very much for everything. And, again, rock on, baby.
Cool. So Russell got the 11 by 17 poster. I don't have one in front of me, but
Is that
they came rolled up.
Is that this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he doesn't want his name on it, but he wants just to confirm, Russell. You just want to say, "Oh, my brother, testify, Hall of Fame 2018."
Yep. So
thank you, Bruno. Thank you,
Russell.
You said, "Oh, my brother, testify."
Hall of Fame 2018.
All right, Russ. So here we go, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Wishes, Devon Dudley. Oh, my brother, testify. Hall of Fame.
That looks amazing.
2018. Thank you, Russell. Again, thank you for everything, all your support, and hopefully one day I get to meet you, brother.
Yeah, I hope so. Real soon.
All right, my man. Thank you.
Take care.
All right. Okay, so up next we've got Mason coming on.
All right.
What's up, Mason?
Hello.
Hey, Mason. What's going on, buddy?
Nothing.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. You're in the car right now, huh?
Mhm.
All right. Where you off to?
We're going home.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool, man. Very cool. Very cool. What would you like to ask me?
If you could have two people become a tag team right now, who would it be?
That's currently in the roster right now, huh? I wouldn't mind seeing Aleister Black and Kevin Owens, even though they're feuding right now. I wouldn't mind seeing those two together. I think WWE has already made a wish of mine in terms of Cesaro and Nakamura. That's one. Female wise, I wouldn't mind seeing Asuka go up again. Tag with Nia Jax. Those two have had great feuds against each other. But I wonder what would happen if they worked together. What type of chemistry would that be? So that's another one I would love to see, especially from the female side of pro wrestling in terms of tag teams. And I think pretty much, I think everybody else is pretty much singles, or maybe Big E and Devon Dudley, Big E and Kofi, Devon and Xavier Woods, maybe Devon joining the force of New Day, or the Usos. You never know.
Can I tell you a joke?
Sure, tell me that joke, buddy.
What did you say to Bubba when you worked at McDonald's?
I think I got it. I think I got this one. Devon, Bubba, get the fries.
Close. Oh, brother, test the fries.
Test the fries, indeed. Very good, Madison. Very, very good. Very, very good. I'm going to remember that one.
That was a good one. All right. He ended up getting one of these, the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And you also you have one on there. It was a mail-in. It's Dudley's 8x10, and there should be a note on there. I don't know if it says Paul or on the back it says Devon get the tables. I think it's like an up-close shot of you guys. There should be only one photo.
Yeah.
It's already signed by Bubba.
It's not this one, is it?
No. It's an 8x10. It's a smaller one.
Oh, it's an 8x10. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It probably came. No, it probably came in.
Oh man, Bubba.
Yeah. It was probably with the. I'm trying to think where I put it. It's just one photo. I think it's a white background, if I'm not mistaken.
A white background. Hold on, let me.
Black camo.
With the black and white camo.
Oh, black and white camo. The WWE. This one.
Is it a promo? Was it a promo?
Let me double check. Hold on one second.
What do you say?
It's signed by Bubba.
Signed by Bubba.
It's got to be that one. It is that promo signed by Bubba? No, it's not, right?
No,
No,
but there's only one in
one.
here. But it's an 8x10 though, right?
Yeah. Where did I put that? It's possible that it was with that bigger poster and that program. No, I think it was just those two things in there. There was nothing else?
No.
There was like a magazine, and it should have been in with that stuff, with the magazine and all the other 8x10s.
Yeah, I have the magazine. I have the ECW.
It might be in like a plastic top loader.
Oh boy. Nope. It's not the aces and eights.
No. But it should have been with that stuff. Let me just take a look over here. One sec.
Okay. Found it?
No, it's not here. I'm sure we'll come across it. So even if it's here, I'll take another look. Even if it's here, I'll send it out. We'll work it out, I guess.
Okay. And you said the black and white camo?
Yeah, it's like I believe it was a close-up shot.
Yeah, this is the only black and white camo that I have.
No, it's not that one. It's not behind those?
What was the one that you had, the black and white one?
No, it's not that one because that one's not signed by Bubba.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, the only one that I got here that's underneath that one is the Reverend Devon one.
No, that's not it.
Man,
I really thought it was in there. If it's not there, I might find it here, so I'll send it out. So we'll get it to you, Paul.
No problem.
Yeah, and if you have to, and if it's because I got to sign it, so send it to me and I'll send it right back to him.
Okay, we'll work.
I'll send it right back. So you'll definitely get it. It was probably done in the paper, but we'll look through everything before the end, and we'll make sure you get that, buddy.
Yeah. So the other photo was that Hall of Fame.
Is it this one?
Yeah. Okay. And he wanted it to Mason, and then anything else after that is up to you.
Okay. Hold on. And that's MASON.
Yeah.
All right. Here you go. We got this one, and again, we'll have the other one ready for you, and we'll make sure you get that out as soon as possible, buddy.
Okay.
All right, Mason. Listen, I thank
Thanks,
you for
Mason.
everything, and thank you for your calls, and thank you so much for your time. And you keep watching us on WWE, and keep it going.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Mason. All right.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a bummer.
Yeah, I don't think it's not in there because I've got everything you're supposed to have on this one, so I think that one might have gotten left out.
Yeah, I have to double check again, but man, I really thought I put it in with the other photos. All right, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. I have a couple more questions through the chat, so I'll just throw them out at you real quick.
Sure.
So let's see. Tyler's asking, what's your thoughts on Alexa Bliss turning heel and being on Bray Wyatt's side, possibly?
Well, it's very entertaining. Again, a lot of people from the older generation, whether it be fans or wrestlers, may not see the entertainment value of it, but I think nowadays we all have to understand that this is the new way of the way wrestling is run, and it's a lot more entertaining, or I should say, entertainment in the process of the wrestling. And again, my thing with this, and some people don't like it, but I think I understand. My thing with this, pro wrestling has always been a soap opera. So even though, people want to see realism and things like that, a lot of stuff that we did during the Attitude Era was, a lot of entertainment, and you would never do that in real life. So, everything that's going on with the trance and going on Bray Wyatt's side and, the crazy, look and all of that that's going on with her, it's entertainment. I think people got to take it for what it's worth and enjoy it and sit back. It's like watching a movie. We make that reality. We suspend reality for you for that one little bit so you can forget all about your troubles. And we make sure that, you're going out there and being entertained. So I think you got to, just relax a little bit and let things play out the way they should. You might be pleasantly surprised.
Awesome. Yeah, it's definitely turning out to be pretty cool. And the storytelling is making it even better.
Absolutely.
I think. Yeah.
I'm interested in it. I tell Alexa all the time, I go, you crazy as hell. I tell her, I say, there's no question in my mind this is going to work out good for you. And she goes, really? Why, Devon? I said, because you're crazy. I was like, behind that sweet, innocent look, oh, there's a woman waiting to, And she goes, oh, you so silly. I go, yeah, I know.
Yeah, we've gotten little hints here and there. Like even in the past, her character when she's heel, she's had that little like crazy side. So it kind of, saw a little bit of it. So it's
well, my
favorite.
Cool. My favorite one was when she's, her and Nikki first started doing things together. Nikki has her match, I think it was against Iconics, and she basically gets bumped by mistake, and she's on the ground. And she just has this like look on her face, like, and she looks up and then turns around, and I'm just like, holy exorcist.
Where's Reverend Devon when you need him?
Yeah. I don't know. In that case, the Reverend might lose that one.
All right. Let's see. All right, we are gonna bring on Dan, who purchased your other TNA figure. So there's one that has a note on it. It's the other one without the note.
Oh, it's the other one without the note. Okay. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's bring Dan on. What's up, Dan?
Brother Devon! Oh, man.
What's up, Dan?
What's nothing. This is like, I'm great. This is a pleasure for me, man. You are like one of my all-time great second favorite tag team next to the LOD. You and Bubba broke the mold. I mean, came out, busted ass, and in ECW, and then continued into WWE. And I just want to thank you for everything you've done.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Thank you very much. And you're right. We are number 2. We firmly
you are.
In,
no, there's no doubt.
There was no doubt in my mind. I've said this millions of times before the passing of Animal. LOD will always be number 1. I understand what the fans feel, and sometimes, the generation don't understand, the impact of the stars from yesterday, especially if they weren't around to see it or witness it. But, excuse me. But there we go. Almost lost.
I told you.
It always happens. But in my opinion, LOD will always be number 1. They're the reason why Bubba and I, did the style that we did, because we really wanted to be compared to the Road Warriors. We wanted to accomplish everything that they accomplished. And I think we did that. And, before Animal, passed, we met him numerous times. And, he gave us the thumbs up that we were doing a great job. And, it was an honor to hear that from him. So, but thank you so much for your support over the years and everything that you've had to,
I love the Reverend gimmick. I really thought you had an IC title run with that at least. I really did. And then the Aces and Eights, I think TNA dropped the ball on Aces and Eights big time. They could have, the worst thing you can do is just keep adding people. Just keep adding them. And just, you guys were doing great. And then I'm glad to see you back in WWE. And is it hard for you to sit backstage? Don't you just want to get in there and just start to go against somebody? I'd love to see you and Keith Lee. I would. You and Keith Lee.
Yeah, that would be good. But my thing is, I've had 4 years off from being in the ring, and the in-ring competition has been that long. And although here and there, Raw Reunion, things like that, I do make an appearance at. I'm actually okay. I don't get the itch to get back in there. You got to understand, almost 28 years of nonstop going, the body's tired. I've done so much, And I just don't know how much I could. And not to mention this new generation of wrestlers, they hurt.
They do. I
They
know. I
hurt.
know.
I've been,
And
you
it's
know, when
so
me and
hard to
Bubba,
see. I
yeah, when
hate
me and
seeing
Bubba
like
came
guys
in.
like Matt and you guys just taking little crazy bumps from guys who, I mean, are only like babies, and it's sad. But
Well,
I just love
their
watching the
bodies,
product.
yeah,
I
their
love
bodies
watching
can
the
handle
product.
it. Their bodies can
Yeah,
handle it. You know,
yeah, their
we get
body. Yeah,
older.
they can. I don't. Yeah. There's a
They-
few shots that I saw in other organizations that shouldn't be taken, but hey, that happens all over.
Well,
And
you know, again, I like to say, each generation gets bigger, stronger, and faster. And you look at the Hogan and Andre era compared to the Brett and Shawn era, I think, which was the start of how things were starting to move, in different directions in terms of speed and more, athletic people coming into the business. Of course, the Attitude Era did just that. And so now you have, today's era where you've got a lot of these young people that are just doing amazing and incredible things. And, every time I look at WWE TV and even somewhat other organizations, I'm amazed at what they do nowadays. And I'm just, like I said, I was happy that Bubba and I, when we came back in 2015, going into 2016, that we were still able to hang with the younger guys. But like I said, after about 4 months of that honeymoon, it was kind of like, okay, it's time to think twice about my next step in his career because things were starting to hurt. It wasn't
for
like I
those
could
3
bounce
months,
back the next morning. Yeah, it was.
the adrenaline
It
was
was
going for
brutal.
those 3 months. And then when the
After,
adrenaline ran out, you had a hard time waking up in the morning.
I have it. Yes, I did. But I have a great time
I just
waking
want
up
to thank
now.
you. Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
this. This is great. I'm in Washington State all the way. I'm in Prosser, all the way on the whole other side. So you guys don't come out here much. So these, Bruno doing these and all the other pages doing these really are great. And I just want to thank you for taking time out of your day to do this.
Oh, well, no, it was a pleasure. And I'm glad those guys asked me to do it. This is my first one. I've seen things on the internet and people, doing these things. But again, this is my first time doing this, and I'm having a blast. I mean, getting to interact with you guys and even signing stuff. Again, I miss the days of being able to be there in person and doing it, Wizard World, Comic Cons, things like that. But at the same token, because of today and COVID-19 and how things are, this is the next best thing. So if we can still be able to reach out and do this, then I'm all aboard.
Yeah. And this is great. I just love, and you especially. I mean, Devon. I mean, no one can't get any better than Devon. And Bruno always brings the fire with everything. So hey, and thank you. Yeah, and it's great seeing you. I mean, every once in a while you get put on camera. People don't see it, but every once in a while there's a shot of Devon in the back, or and it's just great to see. It's great to see Vince and the WWE taking care of the guys that took care of them back in the day.
Well,
that's the way I see it.
I'm just happy to be in the back and not in the forefront anymore.
Be up there taking the chair shots.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm good,
But yeah, that TNA figure is, I'm glad to get that one, and I'm glad Bruno, that was the last one. I'm glad Bruno had it. And
yeah,
I think that's one of your best figures compared to that Elite.
Thank you very much. So you want me to sign it to you, Dan?
Oh, just to Dan and to testify would be great.
Oh, absolutely.
And I hope to see you come out to Washington and see you one day. I mean, I may end up traveling. I'm to the point to where I want to meet my heroes before I'm gone. And this is a great way to do it. But I just love to shake hands and be like, hey,
Right. Well, if I'm not mistaken, before this COVID-19 hit, and we were on the road, I believe we did, we started to come to Washington a little bit more.
Yeah.
Than normal. So I think, the day to come when we're back to normal, I think you will see the WWE in your area a lot more.
Oh yeah, you guys are in our area a lot. It's just because I'm in Prosser. You guys come to the Kennewick, Yakima area a lot because it's so close to Portland, and you guys can do that loop. So you guys actually were here like 2 weeks before COVID, before we were shut down, I believe, because you guys did Raw in Portland. Or Raw, yeah. And then you guys were shut down after that. I went to those. So yeah, I never miss a show when you guys are around me. Never comes around.
Good.
And the Royal Rumble is in Tacoma this year if you guys get to do it. So
yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
I know. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, Dan,
but thank you.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, Devon. Thank you so much.
Not a problem, my friend. And, again, thank you for all your support. And, stay safe in these times and, testify.
And you stay safe. And thank you, Bruno. Thank you very much. And I'll be seeing you again. And thank you, Devon.
Thank you, my man. Thank you.
That was awesome. All right. What do we got here? We got another one coming in. This is Mike joining us. So he has a few items. He has a few mail-ins that he had.
Yep, before you did, tell what you got.
Yep. So he's got 2 battle packs. One has a note on it. The other one does.
Which one's the battle pack?
With you and Devon. It's the figure.
I'm sorry, with me and Bubba.
I'm sorry. Yeah. That'd be kind of weird.
So is that the one that's signed already? What's his name?
Mike King.
Yep. So Bubba already signed it on one.
Yeah.
And then what's the other one?
Yep. And then there's one more that is not signed by Bubba. Okay. And then he also has the TNA program.
Oh yeah.
He's also got that Dudley's the poster.
Which one is that? This one?
Yep, he's got that one. He's also got the Aces and Eights 8x10.
Ah, yes. Okay.
And then he has one more thing, but it didn't get to you. It was a straggler, so you'll probably get that on Monday.
Okay, that's fine. All right.
Let's bring on Mike.
What's up, guys?
Mike, what's going on, man?
I'm actually on the way home, but I had to jump in the room and holler at you for a minute.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very, very good. All right. Yeah, I'm signing your stuff now as we talk. Yep. Here's your Aces and Eights one. That's signed.
Looks good.
Okay, Devon. And then I'm gonna get the poster. Hold on.
Wants that in black Sharpie. I think I put the notes on there. Yeah. Okay.
Half of these pictures and posters I've never seen before. It's like I want a couple for my game room.
I can probably hook you up with one of those art prints.
Love it. Love it. All right, and just so you know, this one's done as well.
Looks good. It's probably honestly my favorite thing I've seen. Besides the, be a little light getting to you.
And then we got the program from TNA. All right, that's done.
Looks good.
Okay, and now we got your action figures, where Bubba always rode on my side. That's yeah.
Entire pack.
Good God, he still knows how to get me angry. Jesus, there's nowhere for me to sign this. Hold on. All right, I'll do the top. I'm gonna do the top up here, so I'll show you when I'm done. And then I'll just put testify on the side. 3D. All right.
Oh yeah, that looks real nice.
Okay, that's one. And
The
then,
battle package there's on to Chris. I'm getting it for my brother.
oh, okay, so double to Chris. To Chris. Let's see. All right. To Chris.
Okay, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you very much. And again, thank you for the support. And, again, I'm glad that I was able to do it, sign everything for you that you need to sign it.
All right. So, Mike,
hopefully you get the business signed here soon, because I've got probably 15 more things for you.
Well, you bring it on, brother. Anytime at a Comic-Con or Wizard World or even back up on here, I told Bruno and them, I said, I'd love doing this. You guys want me back on here? I'm more than happy. I'll make it happen.
There you go. Yeah, so he also has an ECW, a big ECW flag. I guess they kind of got left behind. No, it's not in that package.
Oh.
It was by itself, so I thought it would get there by yesterday, but it didn't. It looks like it's coming on Monday. So we'll get that to you, Mike. So it's just going to be a little late.
Yep.
I appreciate it, Bruno.
All right,
Mike.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Okay, so I don't have anybody else waiting. So what we're going to start doing, if anybody else wants to join, you got to send either myself, Kevin, or Danny a message, and go to BC Breaks to get your items. So if you do want to join the stream, you got to do that ASAP, and we'll get you on. In the meantime, what we're going to start doing is we're just going to run through the list of pre-orders to have you sign those.
Mm-hmm.
And
I got one. I got this one. I was going to sign because it had a name on it already. To Vinny.
Yes. That's one.
Yep.
Okay, we've also got, there's that black ECW poster. I think Sandman signed that one.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
If you have a silver Sharpie on that, you could just sign it. You don't have to put anything else on there.
Oh, okay.
That's for Steven.
All righty.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do some. There's a couple of toy tables that were purchased. So if you want to grab, a couple of those. Let me see how many there's. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wow. Look at that. I'm retired and still getting the tables. Hold on. Let me
I didn't even realize we're back up.
Yo. Devon, get the tables.
Oh, testify.
Danny's going on about 2.5 hours of sleep, so forgive him.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I got kids, so I know. Trust me about that. not sleeping bit. I know that feeling. All right, that's one.
Okay, so there's one for Alexi. There's one. The next one you do, if you could write on there 3D.
Yep.
That would be for Christopher. Darian, if you want to purchase an item, you have to go to bcbreaks.com and you can get an item there. Once you make that purchase, then I'll send you the link if you want to come on.
Yeah, I just sent him that photo, Bruno.
Okay.
Yeah. He's replying right now.
All right. And then the next one. Boy, these damn things are hard to put together.
You don't have to put them together if you want to just sign the one side.
Yeah, no, I'll do it both. That way it makes it look like it's going into both of them. I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah.
I like that.
Just makes them know that they have to keep both of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
What are you on, number 3 right now?
I'm actually on number 4.
Oh, number 4. On that one, can you put? Let's see. On number 4. All right. That one put 8-time. Danny, you want this inscribed 8-time WWE champ or 24-time tag champ?
No, you can do the 24-time tag.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better. Should be 25 with the Japan, but we'll do the 24.
There it is again.
Oh, yeah.
How you're hoping to just come out.
New World Order. All right, that's it. That's it for that. Now,
there's one.
Now,
I'm sorry.
Hold on. You have one for 3. Hold on. When you got one for 3D.
Yep.
Okay, and then you have another one. Was there another name on it other than the 24 time?
No,
I got 2 more that don't have a name or anything.
Right on one of those, if you could put, where is it? To Sandy, Sandy, get the iron.
All right.
Okay.
And then nothing on the other one?
You could put to Alexi, Alexi.
Alexi.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right, now we're going to do some photos, and we'll do the same photo in batches so that it's easier. Let's get one more of that old school ECW photo of the Dudleys, 8x10.
Which one is 2?
The ECW one.
Oh, ECW.
Yeah, that one. That one. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And with that one, you could just sign it. No personalization.
Okay.
Okay. That's it for the ECW 8x10s.
Okay.
Now, if you get the Dudley's 8x10 with the belts, with all those belts.
That's the TNA one.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll find 2 of those pre-orders.
Okay.
So on one of them,
Mm-hmm.
you could sign both if you don't mind in gold.
In gold, okay.
Yeah, I think it'll come out pretty nice. On one of them, they just requested that you sign on the top right. I guess just above or right above your shoulder there.
Yep.
So you're just signing it, no personalization. And then on the other one, you can just sign it anywhere.
All right.
No personalization. And that will be for Angel and Ernie.
But don't sign it. Don't put their names on it.
No, don't. No personalization. I was just shouting them out.
All right, done. Now you'll be able to go through all of this once I put it together and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
And we wouldn't want to do that to you.
You got this one here.
Yep.
And you're gonna sign those the same way that you did the other ones.
All right. Sign them. How many?
It's gonna be 2, the same ones you just did, pretty much.
Okay.
Like the other ones you did.
Yep. You're talking about these, right?
Yep. One of them on the top right, and then the other one you could sign anywhere in gold.
All right. All right.
Okay. Next up, we're gonna get one more of those TNA promos that you signed. There was a third here. Yep. So if you could just put "Oh my brother testify" and sign it, no personalization. That's for Russell Zaring.
Okay.
All right, awesome. There you go, Russell. And
there you go, Russell.
now let's do a few of those Hall of Fame photos. You just grab the whole pack, probably run through those.
Okay, hold on. Do we have any more?
You should.
Hold on. sure does. Okay, hold on. Okay, how many of these?
I'm probably going to run through the rest of those. I think there's maybe 6 left.
6? Yep.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And just sign them.
No, we got inscriptions on these. So on the first one, you can do to Kevin, get the tables.
Get the table.
Alrighty.
Okay. Next up, on the next one, you can write, "Oh, my brother, testify." No personalization. That's from Michael Brzezinski.
Okay.
All right. Next one, same photo, is going to Mitch, Mitch, testify.
Now I'm thinking about it. I may have to be Bubba Ray for Halloween.
If you do an autograph signing.
I gotta find someone to be Devon though.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Next up, same photo, to Willie, Willy, Aloha. He's from Hawaii. I'd love to be in Hawaii right now.
Huh, you're not the only one.
Me too.
All righty.
Okay. Next one, same photo, is going to David. Oh, my brother, testify. Hall of Fame 2018.
Gary, we'll send you the link now. Bruno, did you email the link to him?
I did email it to him, but you might have to message him.
Okay, let me try to find
You
it.
said to David, oh, my brother, testify?
Oh, my brother, testify. Hall of Fame 2018.
Okay, I found Gary. I'll send him the link on Gary, I'm gonna send you the link on Messenger.
All righty.
Okay, and the last one, I believe it should be the last one.
Mhm.
That one to Tiffany, Tiffany. Thanks for the edit. She's the one that designed the edit.
Okay. Thank you for what?
Thanks for the edit. EDIT.
Gary got the link.
Perfect.
right.
Awesome. Okay, and we're gonna do this photo next. Purple background.
Got it. Yep.
I'm trying to. The green actually looks pretty nice on it. I don't know if you have the green available there. The gold doesn't look too bad either. So
No green.
No green. The gold is good too.
Okay.
I think. Okay, so we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 of those. And 2 of them you could just sign, no personalization. Those are going for who got those? Brian Hughes got one, and Taylor Williams got the other. Thank you, guys.
Oh, Brian Hughes, my last name, and Taylor, my wife's name.
Oh, interesting. I'm just responding to a comment. Alex, yeah, those Hall of Fame photos are done. Devon, you don't have any more, right? I think those are done.
No, those are it.
Yeah, that was it. Alex, those are it. All right. So after you signed those 2, I'm sorry.
The 2 that the Devon Dudley one with the purple background. I signed 2 of those, no names. And the next one?
Next one, we're gonna do another one for Willie. It's gonna say to Willie Aloha.
Okay.
Yep, same photo.
Okay.
All right, next one will be to Dylan, Dylan. Oh, my brother, testify.
Yeah, Alex, the Hall of Fame one just sold out, bud. Oh, did you answer that already? I just saw that pop up.
Okay.
Okay. Next one we'll say to Jason and Denny, Denny. You know what? Let me put this one on the screen so you can read it. It might be easier to do it that way. Let's see.
Hold on, let me get my Dudley glasses on.
At least those aren't broken.
You need the white frames. I mean, the white frames.
Yeah, I was going to, but they look really bad in business meetings with Vince.
All right, here we go. Does that help you?
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Okay. I think I might start doing that going forward.
To Jason. And okay. Okay.
Okay. Next one, same photo. Is going to Gary. Oh, actually, he's He's waiting to come on the stream, so I'll actually add him in.
Oh, okay.
But I'll put the inscription up on the screen like this one, and then he'll come on right now to chat with you real quick.
All righty.
All right, what's up, Gary?
Hey, how are you?
Hey,
Good to see you,
Gary, what's
Devon.
going
You look
on?
good, man. You look good.
Man, good. Oh well, I'm trying to keep active.
Ah, there you
Still do my
go.
thing.
There you go. I loved you and Bubba.
Go ahead, say it again.
No, I was saying I loved you and Bubba in every federation I saw you in. So,
Oh, thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you. I
no
appreciate that. We had fun doing what we did, and we were very happy to basically, make people's lives happy and enjoyable and entertaining. So
well,
it
you
was
certainly
very,
did
very
that.
good. Thank you.
Where was your
Thank you very
favorite?
much.
Which was your favorite league to wrestle in?
Well, I mean, you can't forget my home, ECW. I mean, it
Sure.
was where we started, and it's where we got our first taste of what fame was all about. And then, of course, the place that made us millionaires and really put us on the map, of course, WWE.
Right.
That was an amazing time. I always said this. I don't know what Prince, Madonna, Michael Jackson, I don't know what those people felt like with their fame, but I would like to say that I had a little bit of taste of that when I got to WWE. We were like rock stars, all of us. And it was truly an amazing time for us.
Great. Well, you guys were awesome, and I have a lot of good memories of you wrestling. So, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
So what was the photo?
It says to Gary, get the tables, and then
No,
sign it.
so which one? Which one? He was showing me.
Yeah, the same
Bruno.
one. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha. So it's that one. Where is it? Yep.
We got to get you and
So
Bubba on the same show.
It would be this
Yep,
one, correct?
that's right.
Okay.
Yep.
And get the tables. $2,000 Hall of Fame. All right, guy. Here you go. My man.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for spending the time with your fans. We appreciate it.
Oh, no, thank you, guys. A pleasure. And again, like I tell everybody, thank you, the fans, for making us who we are today. So I really appreciate it.
right.
Thank you so much, sir.
Great. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, sir.
Gary.
All right.
All right. So one more of those, that same photo.
Yep.
This one is going to Tanya, Tania. Oh, my sister, testify. I guess it makes sense. Little wordplay.
Gotta love it. I got to thank The Rock for bringing all these women into pro wrestling, because without Rocky, I don't think half of these women would be watching WWE at all back then.
Might be right.
All right, Tanya.
There
That's
you
good to go. There you go.
Oh, nice.
That's good to go.
All right. There was a couple more mail-ins, which was a magazine, an ECW toy figure. It's like a red and yellow cardboard.
Yep. Wait, the cardboard or the
Oh, it's
figure?
the actual figure, but it's like red and yellow. I think
Well,
it's an
the
old,
ECW one or the WWE version of ECW?
no, the ECW.
This one.
Yep, that one.
And then what was the other one?
So it was the magazine.
Which one?
There's a magazine, a small black magazine, WrestleMania magazine.
This one.
Yep.
That's dope.
I think that one's marked off. It's got a little post-it note in there where your page is.
Okay.
Just both of those, just sign it. No
Yep.
personalization or anything like that.
Okay. And then what I'm also going to do is I signed it up top, but then I'm going to sign it here as well.
On the figure?
On the figure, yeah.
Okay. You know, something funny about that figure, I actually had sent in that figure to Sabu signing, and so I put a post-it behind it with my name on it just so they knew it was mine.
Right.
And Sabu signed the front, and then he ended up signing the post-it. I don't know.
Oh, that's great. Just so you know what I did. You see how the best wishes Devon on there, but then what I did was I put it up there as well.
Awesome.
So that way they'd have both
Awesome.
signatures. All righty. And then you said the WrestleMania book, which is right here.
Yep.
And I take it he wants to do it on the outside, right?
No, there's a post-it on your page.
Ah, yes. Yes.
And then Danny, Kevin, you guys have anything? Because on my end, we covered all the pre-orders.
Nope, I got what I need.
Did you ever get Darren Lopez?
No, I didn't get anything. Did you?
Nothing.
Yeah, we only got that Gary Wada order in. That was the last one I saw.
Yeah, no, I didn't see any orders, any new orders come in. So I think that's it.
I'm just PMing him, but yeah.
Alrighty. Try to get this back in here so we can have it. Alrighty. That one's good.
Okay.
All right.
Then yeah, we're done here with the pre-orders. Everybody that got their orders in,
Okay.
they have been fulfilled. So we appreciate everybody that got in on this, that joined us live, took the time to chat with Devon. And Devon, we appreciate you coming on. It was a blast. It was awesome.
I had a really good time. Like I said, stuff like this I enjoy. I don't look at it as work. I just look at it as having a good old time.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anything you want to add before we get off?
Well, I mean, basically, again, singles now, and when I mean singles, I mean I'm doing my own thing. Bubba's doing his own thing, and I think a lot of people are under the impression that we kind of separated on a bad note. No. He did his thing. I do my thing. That's how it is, and we're trying to get our own identity as opposed to being together as one. We did it together for 30 years, and well, it's time to move on. I know all good things, come to an end. People don't want that, but like Bill Cosby, Bill Cosby once said, he was better to leave the Cosby Show while he was on top than to start falling in ratings. And I feel the same way with Bubba and I. So now me being a producer with WWE and enjoying every bit of it right now. Not only that, but now I have my own wrestling school, Devon Dudley, DDA in Winter Park, Florida, just 3 minutes away from the Performance Center. So when you're done with me at DDA, then hop on down there to take a look at Triple H, just like I did Batista. You go down there and come on down to DDA and get trained the right way. Not some guy who opened up a warehouse, decided to put a ring in it, and because he couldn't make it, he's going to tell you how to make it. Well, my thing is this: if they never made it, how the hell are they going to tell you how to make it?
Right.
They never been on Monday Night Raw. They ain't never been on SmackDown, and I'm proud to say they were never ever in a ring with 5 guys and Devon, and helped steal the show at WrestleMania 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Not to mention all the other shows that you guys stole the show with. So
absolutely, very proud and honored of that. And again, it's my way of giving back to the business. I know my 15 minutes of fame is up. I've accepted that. I'm not one of those old timers that has to keep getting in the ring. My thing is, I get the glory from watching the new generation pretty much taking all the knowledge and learn the proper way of doing things, so that when it comes time for them to perform and entertain, they tear the house down. That's where I get my glory from right now.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
All right.
Devon and Dudley boys, those are names that are going to last forever. Nobody else like that, man.
Brother, I hope so. I got kids. I'm the real Heath Slater. I got kids.
All right. Danny, you got anything?
No, I just want to say thank you.
Oh, again, thank you again, guys, and hopefully we can do this again. And I'll be, again, this was my first one, and I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I have never done this before, especially by myself, and with everything that's going on. So I would love to do this with you guys again, and full blown ahead, and we can promote it and do everything. Like I get it. Listen, you guys were the first guinea pigs. So the unfortunate part is, like I said, I didn't know too much about it, but now that I do, now moving forward, I know exactly what I got to do.
Hey,
awesome.
You know, the Breakers Club popped Devon's virtual meet and greet cherry.
Yes, you did. If social media wasn't the way it was, I'd be saying a whole bunch of stuff live after that comment.
we could bring Joel Gertner on here to say a couple things.
Oh God, you do that, I might get arrested.
All right, I appreciate everybody tuning in and joining us, and thank you.
Thanks, Devon.
Thank you, guys. A pleasure.
Thank you.
Can we get a testify?
Oh, my brother. Oh, testify.
Yes. Awesome.